What's going on, Chicago Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. This is your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. And on today's episode, we will be touching a little bit upon the Bulls' loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll also be talking about the fact that Alex Caruso has been cleared for full contact practice, what's going on with Vooch, Billy Donovan saying the team is missing simple game plan issues. We'll talk about all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central.
All right, Bulls fans, so I'm not going to lie to you, right? I'm just going to be straight up honest with you guys. Today's video is late strictly because I was hoping for some shred of positive news to bring you guys. Because, listen, between the emails I've been getting, the comments we've been getting, the voicemails we've been getting, Bulls fans are pissed right now. And it's understandably so. The team is on their biggest losing streak of the season. They're all coming against top teams who we haven't beaten all season, and the Bulls fans just wanting to see this team get back to that scrappy team that was able to compete with every single team that was put in front of them. I get it. The frustration is all in the Bulls nation. I understand it. See Red is going from see red to being red in anger for many, many Bulls fans, and it's understandable. The thing that I've been saying, and I get it, and me and Pat talked about this a little bit on Locked On Bulls, is the fact that we have players coming back that are key pieces of what we do defensively. That is still not enough to excuse the effort that we are missing sometimes, the simple assignments that we're missing, the simple rotations, the laps. Now, what I will say is Billy Donovan's comments after the game, right? Talking about the game plan discipline, right? And that Pat drilled that home on Locked On Bulls today. And one thing that I wanted to talk about that is, we talk very often about Billy Donovan's rotations. Even very often in these comments, we talk about and ask the question, is Billy Donovan really the coach to get us over the hump? That will all remain to be seen. But if you're putting a game plan out and the players are not following that game plan, they're not executing the actual game plan that's put out there, we really can't evaluate it anymore. With all that being said, it's all going to be shown at the end of the day what happens. This team needs to look inward. They need to look at themselves. They need to figure it out. Players need to play better. I still say the coaches need to coach better. Officiating be damned. Yes, the Bulls are being officiated in an egregious way. It's been a huge discrepancy in the number of free throws in the last 5 games between our opponents and us. These are all realistic things. But at the end of the day, this team needs to figure it out, right? But the sky's still not falling, Bulls fans. The sky is still not falling. And I maintain that regardless of what happens in this season, regardless of what happens, the Bulls have a great bones and a great blueprint to build off of to continue to improve this team. We have seasons beyond this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the last season for the Chicago Bulls. The franchise, guess what, is not going to go away even if they do have a first-round exit, which I still don't think they're going to be a first-round exit. But even if they are, it's not the end of the world, people. Wake up. Get it together. It's okay, right? It's okay. In the grand scheme of things, it's okay. This team, and by that I mean what this front office has shown us in their ability to keep on improving this team. So yes, we're on a 5-game losing stretch. Yes, it sucks. Take in that feeling. Take it all in. Process it. Deal with it. Whatever. Because brighter days are ahead when it comes to these Chicago Bulls. Hopefully. And if not, AK and Eversley are going to make the right decision. Now, I do want to address this, right? And not because it came in through any voicemail or text. I just want to address it because there's been a lot of comments on this. The Bulls are not signing and trading Zach LaVine for no goddamn Anthony Davis. It's not happening, people. It's not happening. Wake up. This is what I mean by sky is falling, Bulls fans. Now, everybody wants to trade everything. Now, Zach, not only were people already questioning if Zach deserves the max, which he's going to get anyway. We're not talking about the super max, but nonetheless, we're already questioning that, right? And now you guys are saying trade Zach LaVine for Mr. Glass. Short-sighted Bulls fans, man. No, this team is not trading Zach LaVine. It's not a question. He's not being signed and traded. Zach LaVine will be a Chicago Bull next year. And if he's not, knock on wood, whatever else, I still trust this front office to make the right decision. And Anthony Davis is not that right decision, people. He's not that right decision. So I get it. Again, I'll understand the frustration, but it's not all bad because we have good news before we end the video. Alex Caruso has been cleared for full contact practice. What does that mean, you may say? I've always said that March 14th game against the Sacramento Kings is the time. I've always said, though, I will admit, I've said that's when everybody was going to be back. Doesn't look like that's going to be true for Lonzo. Doesn't look like as of right now that's going to be true for Patrick Williams. So I was wrong in that sense of saying everybody will be back by then. But it looks like it's definitely on course to have Alex Caruso back by then. Alex Caruso cleared for full contact practice is a huge step. Really, they're going to take a look at how his body reacts. And I wouldn't be surprised if by Monday at the latest, if not sooner than that, we get a more clear timeline on when he's going to be back. We'll have a date penciled in. Don't be surprised if over the weekend, Alex Caruso is cleared and we know he's going to be back next week. This is a good thing. The Bulls need it. The Bulls need that injection in the arm, that new energy, that's something that's going to help them. Now, what I will say is that it's good that the Bulls overall are looking at this. They're not totally down. By the way, by how they're talking to the public, right? That they're not completely down on everything right now. That's all bodes well. But Alex Caruso coming back could be a huge shot in the arm for this team, and it's something that we need. Let me know if you guys decided to have Alex Caruso back. What does this news do for you and your outlook on how the Chicago Bulls end the season? And I also want to know from you, how do you see the Chicago Bulls ending the season? What do you think their record's going to overall be? Do you think they're going to be a playing team? All of that, I want to hear from you guys, because even if I don't agree, I still want to hear from you guys. This is a community. That's what we do here, is we talk, we have conversations about our Bulls. Listen, pick it up. Alex Caruso is on his way back. That means Lonzo is right around the corner. Their timeline was nearly the same unless Lonzo has any setback. We'll see what's going on with Patrick Williams. We are getting into the place of getting better news, better basketball, and hopefully, listen, I've said it before on this channel, growth comes through failure. And this team is at the lowest of the lows that they've been so far this season. And hopefully through that retrospection that they're doing, through watching the tape, figuring out what's going wrong, hopefully through talking to their coaching staff and amongst themselves, they figure out what needs to get done to get this train back on track. Now, we have Detroit coming up tomorrow. We'll preview that game tomorrow. We have that coming up, and hopefully that is a good game as a palate cleanser to get back on track, to come in, but don't take them lightly. That's that same team that's won 5 out of the last 7 games. That's the same team that's been playing very well. So don't at all sleep on them. But hopefully that's an opponent where the Bulls can get back on track, play better, learn some things, focus some things, and come out like the team that we know and hope that they can be from this point going forward and can get back on track. Let me know what you think about everything down below. Make sure you always support in the channel at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave us a text or a voicemail, you can do so at 773-270-2799. That's it for me for today. See red, don't be red. I love you guys. Go Bulls. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.